All right, we are back with another full set from the tournament. This will be the last one, and then we will be back to the normal Sunday sets next week. I think early on in this set, I was excited to play a more traditional ball. He hit with topspin like the modern player. I think the last two guys I played kept it really low and made it very different for me. Not a whole lot I can do there on that weird little shank there, but now I'm serving. And something I've noticed and I'm trying to work on is I am taking too many steps in general. I need to split and then turn, but I am like stepping to the ball and then turning. So big focus right now the past few weeks, or past few days, is my footwork. Nice little volley there. Doesn't really matter. I'm down love 40 early. Need some big serves to keep me in it. And we buy some big ones here. Good return there. I keep it in play and force a nice little short one. Fortunately, don't put away the volley and then find myself in trouble. So we are down 0-2 very quickly. Get that first point. Little solid play there. Couple good backhands. That's something I gotta step into a little bit more than I did, but we're up 30 love on his serve, looking for a chance to break. Great backhand there, and I just don't move. Create enough space on that forehand and put it in the net. Backhand return the entire weekend. I just wasn't really turning my shoulders, turning my body, trying to arm it, and bad things happen when you do that. Another missed backhand return. You can see him sneaking up on my second serve, which is, it's a good strategy. It makes me want to hit it harder. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? And he puts it on me quick. There's a good first serve, one of the better of the day. And we got a 40-15 lead. Can we close? Just short arm a forehand right there. Don't swing through the ball. You hate to see that. Make that ball, which I wasn't really expecting to make and wasn't really ready to play the next shot, and miss an easy one at the net. There's a good little slice return, and I try a little slice forehand back. I was putting away some volleys earlier in this tournament and in this first set, not putting away anything. Getting a lot of chances at the net. Here's another one. And that's just a great shot by him. We're down 0-4 in a match where, I shouldn't be down 0-4. Tennis is all about winning those key important points, and Luke has won every one thus far. That being said, not putting a whole lot of pressure on his serve. He was placing it well, changing up speeds, changing up directions. That's something I kind of need to focus on a little bit more. And we are in danger of a bagel here. Second serve, first double fault of the day, and we are, in pain. There he is, sneaking up again early, puts me away. Scores wrong here. He's up 30 love, 40 love. So, bagel very much in sight. Put a good serve in. Put another good serve in. It's like, why can't I do this when on 0-0? Why do I have to pull out the big serves when I'm down love 40? Just misses there. Double fault. Second of the game. Somehow the only game that I win this service set is the one that I double fault twice in. But I knew I needed to get some confidence here going into the second set, because I likely was not going to come back. You got to think about, I want to start serving. I don't want to start returning, given how I've played on his return game. So winning that game assures that I'll start serving the second set. There's a great little overhead there. And yeah, pretty much all my focus was in this game is like, all right, let's try to figure something out here. Where can I go? And he hits a nice little not winner, but great shot down the line to win that game. Here's a short ball, which That should be a backhand I step into every time. Probably slicing it, but just not making the right play. And there's a little confidence booster. But again, I really just needed to find some sort of pattern, something that was going to work heading into set number 2. There's some great net play from Luke. Very impressive work. There's a good shot to start the second set for me. Feeling good. That's a bad approach shot. Got to do more with it. When that ball gets low, it's less form and more recognition of that ball's coming and getting up to it earlier. I think that is my big issue. And this is just a weird, ugly point that I was glad to get out of. Hit a nice little ace there. Placing the serve down the line. I need to do that more often. Now, double fault to put myself in a precarious position when I was up 40 love. And then he hits a deep return there. And now we're playing some tennis. And I want the easier hold. Didn't make it easy on myself, but still end up with the game. Now looking to make a move on his service game. And what kind of volley is that? That is not what you want. Missed the return. Fairly easy one. Something that I didn't start to do until later in this set was start to vary my return positions. I think even if it doesn't work or it doesn't make you better, 1, it throws the server off. 2, it does give you a different look to potentially put yourself into different points, different patterns that you haven't seen yet that could end up working out in your favor. So quick hold there from Luke. Like I said, really struggling this whole time to get into his service games. But I'm starting to serve better, play more assertive in this second set. That's a good little return. Not a lot I can do with that, and I got to stick away that volley the first time. Still able to get it the second. Good wide serve. And then I go for that little slice again, and it doesn't quite work out. Put a big one in and have a chance to close this thing out without going to deuce. And a nice little forehand right there puts me in a good spot. Backhand lob, not quite. Rip a good return there. Set up a good point here. I'm in position and probably should just take that back cross court and maybe come in on it. There's a nice little return from me. Another nice return and just a beautiful dig that I was not expecting. That's just a good example of you got to continue to play the point. Still in the set though, at 2-2. Every game though I'm serving, it's just more and more important for me to hold because I know, again, have not gotten a good look. So I don't want to put myself in a position where I absolutely have to break. I want to be in a spot where a break will give me a lead. But the start of this game is not looking too good. I completely abandoned my backhand at some point in this match. There it is. Not what you want to see out of a backhand, but stay in that point. Get pretty lucky there. Put in a solid serve. Go back to his backhand, and that's just a good deep shot. Not a lot more you can ask for. Get the short ball. Gotta stick that volley a little bit more, but luckily an athletic play to put that thing away. And we have a game point. Come in nicely. And I thought he was going to get that thing, but end up putting it away. We're up 3-2. That's just a point where I got to continue to play the point. Take that cross court. I'm in the point, if not the aggressor at that point. And I just do a little too much, put that thing on the net tape, and just give him an easy one. There's another one where, probably neutral there, but just a bad miss. Hit a good forehand there. starting to vary my return position a little bit, scooting back, scooting up. And it's 30-40. Trying to get at least a deuce. Just sticking my racket out there, and you can see complete abandon of the backhand, which leads to fatigue because running around the backhand is not the best for your fitness. You just gotta, that's a lot of running. And you can see it's just continuing to happen. He rips that thing down the line, obviously because I left the court wide open. It just happens in these tournaments where, you know, my backhand in practice has gotten so much better, but you just kind of abandon those things and try to stick with your bread and butter, which is why I'm running around the backhand so much. That is just disappointment because I gave up on the point, and there we are, break point. Hit a great serve there, but the double fault to send me to break point, not great. Get a short ball here. That's not the one you want to come in on. Did not hit a good enough approach to his forehand, and he gets the break. So now we are fighting for our lives. A nice little touch volley there to put me in a weird spot after running around the backhand. And 15 all. After he gives me a double fault, I'm thinking, all right, we got a little chance. There's a short ball. Slice it. Don't do enough with the backhand, but got a good chance with the backhand there. Put that lob just a little wide. You got to make him play that ball. And there is a nice get from him on a really good return. And I just do not do enough with the approach again. I got to stick that thing. Honestly, a slice right there that skids low, gets up on him fast would be better than what I did, but I just kind of teed it up for him. We got break point number 1 of the day, and I don't even put it in play. That hurts bad. Not ready for that return. Slides on me to the backhand. And then there, a good return from me. He sticks back into play low. Don't do anything with it. So trying to serve to stay in this game. Give me one more chance to break. And we're off to a good start. Playing aggressive here, but still clearly just absolutely running around that backhand. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but one of the few double faults in this match. I'm glad I didn't throw this thing away on double faults, because there was a lot of matches leading up to this where I was double faulting, you know, one time a game, and that is never fun to feel like you just can't put the serve in play. That's the stick volley that I've been looking for all day. There's double fault number 2. Here we are, chance to put this game away, get to the next one, and you can just see the quality of the backhands from Luke. To me, it's a big difference. I try to take that thing down the line, don't quite get it. There's a really nice serve that I do not take advantage of, and I'm still on my back foot. And the backhand quality, again, is not there. Stepping too far across my body, don't have leverage. Get really lucky there. It feels good. Get a miss there. Now, a must-break situation. I'm just thinking, make returns in play and give yourself a chance. That's a big point to start. That first point is always so crucial in these games. Lucky to get a miss there. And lucky that that thing goes in play. That's just not the shot you want to hit, but sometimes those weird ones are the toughest to deal with. So we got ourselves a nice little look here, and now we're just thinking put the ball in play, make him finish, and we get a break that is way easier than it should have been. And I did not play good, I did not earn it, but it happened. And now we're up 15-0 and that much closer to a tie break. 30 love, and I'm thinking, all right, we got a good chance. There's a nice return there. Gotta put that thing in play. Lift it. Give myself a good opportunity. And you can see just absolutely, I'm not even going to say it. You know what I'm doing. But nice little slice here. Keeping it low. Get the miss. 40-15. Put in a good first serve. A good +1. And just a massive, massive shot from Luke there. Was not ready for that. And just go for way too much there. And now we're in a deuce game. And the pressure is on. Return to the backhand. You know he's going to get a good look. And I miss something that I shouldn't miss. Put in a great first serve there. Come in on that thing. And that is a miss that I cannot have. Now Luke with the chance to serve it out. Again, I'm just thinking put the serve in play. Make sure to get the return in. And we got a chance. Make him play. Make him play these long ones. And we're going to play a long one here. I'm still playing aggressive, you know, trying to make moves. And that's just too good, that backhand. It was just way better than what I had on that side. He was just way more solid than I was all day. And you can just see on those big points him getting the big shot, even when I put the pressure on him. I tried to enforce there, and he sticks that backhand in. And now we're down 15-40. You can see the camera go sideways. Sorry about that. Got hit, but we're going to stick a winner in there and give ourselves a chance to send it to deuce. Play a really long point here. You can see the tight return. Another really tight shot. Hey, Luke's tight too. Not there. Swinging aggressively. Barely get that thing over. Now we're trying to make a move. Going to that backhand. I should have changed directions a little more often here. And I tried to at the end. Doesn't work. That's a loss. Thank y'all for watching. We'll be back soon. We're working to get better, and I will get better.